All right, Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champs, Pat Mahomes as another MVP. But I'm not going to lie. Watching the game live, I kind of thought this. And then after watching the All 22, I'm confident in saying I think Trent McDuffie had a real argument to win MVP that game. I also think it's not far-fetched to say that Trent McDuffie right now, after this last season he had, is the best defensive back right now in the NFL. But if you enjoy this type of content, want more of it, go to the Backpedal School Patreon link in the bio. You're going to get access to workouts, tips, film sessions, chalk talks, and much more. So if you're interested in just bettering yourself as a football player and defensive back, hey, click that link below. Okay, first play right here. This is like one of the big third downs, kind of one of the big first third downs in the game. 49ers motion out Debo. And we see McDuffie makes a great play right here. So, big thing I notice here is, right, they do when this kind of fast motion out the Dolphins with Tyreek Hill. They're like one of the first teams to really start doing this. But right now we're playing off coverage, right? Receivers are running started us. But we know we already have, we have cushion right now. We have a cushion. So we don't have to just spend a ton of time getting out of there, right? We don't got to be fast out. We can tempo ourselves so that way if he does break inside, if he breaks, break down, whatever, we're under control. We can break down with him. And then ultimately when he does go full speed, well, now we just get in his hip pocket, right? You see here, receiver ends up running by us a little bit. We're not in phase. McDuffie does a phenomenal job not looking back. Waits till he gets in phase, looks up for the ball, doesn't panic, stays nice and calm. Great PBU. Great first really big play of the game the 49ers tried. And you're showing right here, yo, this matchup not going to be easy for y'all. This, we're better here. I'm a better DB than any receiver y'all got. So y'all can test me if you want, but hey, this result is going to happen. And I like how talk a little shit right there too. I'm telling them, nope, you're not getting that off. Next play, I don't remember if this is the third down or not, but we got McDuffie up here in the slot on Debo again. And just look at the patience of the line of scrimmage. That is teach tape patience right there. Eyes down. Feet moving, but they're not out of control, right? They're not our feet just aren't hectic, right? They're not chaotic. They're nice and calm. Use our hands. We have a good base under us, so when he does try and redirect, now we can redirect too. Stay on top of him. Don't let him go anywhere, right? We're not holding him. We're not trying to jack him up. We're just cutting him off, right? We're playing basketball. We're cutting him off at the baseline. It's beautiful right here. I don't know if y'all saw the clip of Speed running a goal on Sauce Gardner, but they were saying, yo, that's what Debo looked like. But yeah, man, just completely, we're up there. If we're up there, right, we're up there to disrupt timing. Timing's thrown off, right? Quarterback's looking at Debo. Nope, we're on. We got to be on to the next read. This is completely locked up. I mean, you see here, pass rush ends up getting there. We get a sack. Debo, completely boxed. All right, so this route right here, this play, I'm not sure if Debo just has a clear out, but we got McDuffie down here again. And the line of scrimmage, honestly, it could have been a little bit better. It was really good. Could have been a little bit better. So right here, you'll see this right foot ends up kind of stepping back under him, but he does a great job, one, throwing a strong punch, right? We just throw, even though it's kind of the wrong hand here, he's going to our right. We want to be throwing the left hand, but we throw a strong punch. We knock him off, and we still end up throwing our left hand, right? We understand the left arm is the one we should be throwing, so we shoot the right arm, not the right one. We quickly get the left in, but it throws him off. We get him in his chest. We knock him off. And then you see how just under control he is in this side run posture. Guys I train, guys I coach, we're always working being in this side run because especially when you're in man coverage, you're going to be in this posture way more than you are in a full sprint. So if you're able to play from here, you'll be able to just be locked on receivers. So, I mean, you see this is strap right here. I can't tell if Purdy was looking at it or if he was just waiting for McCaffrey to clear the safety that was covering him, but regardless, it's boxed up. And I know we're talking about Trent McDuffie right now, but watch Ladarius Sneed up here. Oh, look how beautiful this is, right? Stay nice and square, flatten the receiver out of the line of scrimmage. Don't let him, create any separation. Box him. This is kind of what I meant when I've been saying for the longest. I think Debo's a great football player. I don't think he's a great receiver. Stuff like this is why. I just don't think he has really a bag to get off the line of scrimmage. You see, receivers running right at us. We don't go anywhere. We slowly inch back. He wants to just keep going straight at us. All right, bet. We're just going to put 2 hands on him, jack him up, flatten him out. I mean, if he does catch this, it's like a 3-yard catch, but we're in great position. PBU, great play, even though it's not McDuffie, man. I think that just highlights kind of the Chiefs secondary's like mentality of this game is, yo, we can strap y'all up. Doesn't matter who y'all are, how many all pros y'all got. We're strapping y'all up, and y'all gonna have to find a way to beat us like that. Another big thing I always tell my DBs too is you got to have great eyes in the secondary. So even though it's not necessarily great coverage to start, and there's like a window to be had there, I just want y'all to see how McDuffie, his eye discipline at the top, right? So he's outside leverage already. All right, receivers running away from him. Look how he drives the receiver. Too many times I'll see guys in this position right here looking back for the ball. Well, if you're looking back for the ball, you're not running full speed. And if you're not running full speed, you're not going to make up this separation right here. So eyes on the hip, drive the hip. Once you get in phase, then look back for the ball. McDuffie in the slot at the bottom on Debo yet again. Right here. I mean, they want to run this under route. Big thing is, yo, just get on your horse, get across the field, right? But I want y'all to see, even though the receiver does go pretty much flat, look at the lateral slide by McDuffie right here. Look how he's working lateral to start, puts him in his hip pocket. Now we're a little bit upfield. All right, now we got to break at an angle to cut the receiver off, right? A lot of times I'll see guys kind of keep running flat parallel with the receiver. No, we got to run downhill. And right here, we're in front of him, strapped up, pass break up. Hey, like I said, McDuffie had a real case to be MVP this game. It's plays like this, that's the reason why. Okay, here's another play. Not necessarily like a play he does anything great in terms of that overall game, but as a defensive back, to the bottom here, so it looks like they're in some type of cover 3 structure. There's definitely a bust up here with these 2 safeties. I don't like they're both doing the same exact thing. That can't be right. But look at both the corners, right? A lot of times, especially in high school, I'll see guys, they're in this cover 3, their receiver dives inside, and they end up just chasing it inside, not seeing anything. I love just how McDuffie has the awareness, has the eye discipline to know that, okay, my guy goes in, well, something's probably coming back. Right here, we have this wheel to use check. We have McCaffrey in the backfield, but I love how he just exits out, right? So his guy's there. Okay, now I'm going to exit, get back to my zone, stay outside of these guys right here. It's just a great job playing his role in the defense. Doesn't do anything to affect the play necessarily, but sometimes defense is just about doing your 1/11th and trusting your guys to do their job, make their plays. Once again, we have a play. Didn't really do anything for the grand scheme of the game, but this is also just showing why I think McDuffie is the best DB currently in the NFL. Right here, receiver runs the whip route. Right, we're already so you see that we have the switch released by the 2 receivers down here. We just stay nice and patient, right? We don't have to do anything too extra. We just slide over the top. Nice and calm in our footwork. Receiver, his shoulders are pointed towards the sideline right now. We're not threatening vertically. We don't have to get any depth right here. So we just kind of keep our feet high, eyes on his hips. He runs like this kind of lazy return route. Like we're just on it, right? It's just one of those things where every rep you're on the football field, you don't know if the quarterback's going to throw the ball to the receiver you're guarding or not. So you have to be on your shit the entire time, right? So right here, great example. right there. Let's see if we can see anything from this angle. So from this angle, nah, we don't really see much, but I mean, this is the position you want to be in 2-man, right? If the receiver runs the in-breaking route, you got to be inside of it. You got to be in a position where you're cutting him off from the ball. Like, that's teach tape 2-man right there. I mean, Trent McDuffie yet again. This is a play right here that's like, yeah, you're on one of their best players in the entire team. You're strapping them like this. Like, you're an elite DB for doing that. I mean, 2 pass breakups already. Nah, I think it's like 3 pass breakups. But, clear case, probably the most impactful player on the field, because the Chiefs' entire defensive game plan pretty much revolved around, we are stopping the run, loading up to stop the run. We are trusting y'all on the outside here to take away these receivers, to cover these receivers so we can do everything we want to do in the box. And, I mean, they were super up to the task. Like, there is absolutely, I mean, even the other guys, right? There's really absolutely no one open right here. Jennings not open. I think it's Kittle not open. Ayuk kind of pops open a little late, but even that's a small window, and DB's still in position to be able to potentially make a play, and then up here, super boxed. I mean, Chiefs secondary was balling all night long, but, McDuffie, case in point right here, why he is probably the best DB in the NFL. All right, here, the Chiefs frequently use McDuffie in the slot, and if you're going to play in the slot, I mean, you're going to have to get dirty sometimes. Now, I mean, it's not a pretty tackle, it's not a great tackle, but, hey, it's a tackle at the end of the day. That's all that matters. The running back's on the ground. I mean, right here, we kind of got our gap, right? So we see that right now the tight end digs out the D end. So now this gap right here, that's open, right? Corner, they're out here. We know we got to fill this gap right here. We got to get inside of there. We just make it muddy, right? Make it muddy. Get a hand on the running back. Hold on. Wait for our guys to get there. But, I mean, at the end of the day, running back down. Live on to see the next play. All right, so this is another play. Not really huge in the grand scheme of the game, but just showing why I think McDuffie is the best DB in the NFL at the moment. He's here in the slot on Debo, just staying nice and patient, right? Just nice and patient, right? That's the big thing about DB. Being patient, being smooth. If you can do that, you have a good chance of being a good DB. Just, waiting for him to get to us, break down what he breaks down. But one thing I want to highlight on is this down here. For my young DBs, right? Hey, receiver catches a short pass. All right, it is what it is. 3rd down. Obviously, don't want to give that up, but we gave it up. Big thing, just get the guy on the ground. Okay, we got to be better in our tackle footwork here, right? Stay on the back hip, don't lunge. But the big thing here is just, bro, we can't have this lack of effort with the receiver still moving around, right? The receiver, he's running. There is no urgency right here to get back to the ball. Now, he's in the NFL, right? Like, he's at the highest level, so obviously you see his coach right here screaming at him. But for you guys that aren't in the NFL, aren't in college, are in high school, or even in middle school, right? If you guys make a mistake like this, the best way to correct a mistake is with urgency. So you make a mistake, hey, urgently get back. Who knows? Maybe he makes this guy miss, but the receiver slows down, and you have a chance to punch the ball out, right? That ball's a little loose right here. But we just can't be, receivers squirming around. We can't be walking on the field, especially when we're the one that made the mistake. All right, got another play right here. Just highlights McDuffie, so he's at the bottom down here in Ayuk. Now, Ayuk, I think he's a really good route runner. I think he's a great receiver. We get a little turned around right here. We don't like good footwork at the top. We slide. We're in our crossover run. He kind of throws us by a little bit, but dog, just look at the hips here. Look at the ability to flip the hips back. I know a lot of guys that'll in this position right here, they'll try and speed turn. Flip the hips, drive the receiver, stay in his hip pocket. Now up top, not sure what happened. Hey, if you're gonna go for that aggressive jam, that jump jam, one, I don't know about doing it this close to the line of scrimmage, but 2, you better hit it, because if not, that is problematic. We get super, super lucky here. I think that's Chris Jones. We get super lucky. Chris Jones gets pressure, because if not, that is an easy 6. Okay, I think we got the very next play here. I don't exactly remember, but McDuffie out here in the slot. Like I said, if you're a slot defender, safety, corner, with slot, nickel, whatever, you got to be willing to get dirty. I'm not gonna lie, you got Juszczyk running at you. You got Trent Williams running at you full speed. I don't know if y'all seen clips of Trent Williams blocking his space, but he is a complete dog. There's a lot of weight being given up here. McDuffie versus Trent Williams. But hey, don't matter. We got to find a way to make a play, right? We get kicked out here. We get blocked. McCaffrey is kind of a one-on-one with the safety in a bad position before the end zone. Yo, sidestep it. Hey, we kind of get trucked here, but it is what it is. We slow him down. We get him down. And we do our job, right? It don't gotta be pretty at DB. That's the one thing I want y'all to realize. Like, it don't gotta be pretty, but you gotta get the job done, right? So, all right, don't get blocked. Force McCaffrey to cut it up. Put our shoulder. Yo, if you make a mistake, the way to fix it is with urgency. Look how urgently McDuffie gets his eyes on Kittle's hip, gets back to the ball, makes the tackle for no gain or for no run after catch. Now we got to move on to third down, right? But a lot of times you'll see guys here, they get caught, eyes still looking in the backfield. This tight end, receiver, whatever it is, will catch the ball, be able to turn upfield for the first down. Right here, no. All right, we get fooled. It is what it is, right? But I always say there's multiple components, parts to the play. So right here, you have the release, you have the line of scrimmage, whatever you want to call it. You have the route, right? You have the catch point. All right, we get beat at the line. We get beat at the line of scrimmage. We're not really on them in the route. But you know what? We urgently get to them. So at the catch point, we're able to tackle the ball. And now we move on to third down. And then on third down, we're in the slot down here at the bottom. Hey, coach calls our number. Yo, we got to hit it, right? Perfectly timed blitz. Forces Purdy to throw the ball before he wants to. I think he ends up tipping it too. But, I mean, yo, look how perfectly he times this, man. All right, Purdy looks at him. He's drop stepping back. Oh, Purdy looks away. All right, now we start to run. Hit it full speed. Knock it down at the line of scrimmage. Move on to fourth down. Force the field goal. This field goal right here made it 19-16, but it gave the Chiefs the ball with 1:57 left. So if he doesn't get this, if they don't, if the 49ers are able to convert right here, who knows what happens? But they're able to run the clock down, make it way more difficult for Mahomes and them. But yeah, right here, defense, we do our job, get off the field, give our guys a shot, and ultimately, send the game to overtime. And then in overtime, hey, we still got to make plays. 49ers obviously didn't learn their lesson. We got McDuffie down here at the bottom of the slot again. They're still trying them. Just waiting for the break, waiting for him to break a direction. Eyes on his hip. We break. Drive the receiver. Shoot the hand. Get the pass break up. I think that's like 4. That's got to be 4 or 5 on the day so far. But yeah, no, that was, just another great play by McDuffie right there. All right, so I've said it before. As a corner, you don't got to be a hard hitter or nothing like that, but the ball comes your way, you got to be able to get it on the ground. Great job right here of just kind of navigating through traffic. Just getting the ball down, right? It's an 8-yard run. As a corner, you're not responsible for getting this ball down to the line of scrimmage right here. So it does break through. All right, don't run ourselves into a block by 89. We see the ball's cutting inside of him. Okay, be a football player. Be a part of the tackle, get him on the ground. They ended up kicking a field goal here, the 49ers did. So any play where you make them have to snap the ball again, it's not all wins, but that's what you want at the worst case scenario. You want them to be snapping the ball again. And when I said snap the ball again, this is what I mean. You never know what's gonna happen, but right here, obviously, I mean, he had Debo Strap. Ayuk actually wins really well on Snead. I will say here, this is why I say it's got to be a quick jab, and you don't want to open up too early. Right here, we're opened up. We're crossing over, arm on the receiver, and he's able to just throw us by, knock us on the ground. I mean, Purdy has time. That's an easy walk-in touchdown. But, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes your D linemen make plays, and we force an incomplete pass, get the ball back to our offense. Offense goes down, scores a touchdown. We win the Super Bowl. But yeah, so in the moment, like watching the game, the broadcast, I felt like, McDuffie's balling out. He's definitely like one of the better DBs in the NFL. If they're watching the All-22, I'm confident saying he's the best DB at the moment in the NFL. And I don't think it would have been wrong if they gave him Super Bowl MVP, because what he was able to do covering receivers, I think that allowed the Chiefs to really stack the box up, not allow the 49ers to run the ball, because they only ran for, I think, like 3.5 yards a carry. So, shut down the run, forced Purdy to throw the ball to tight man coverage windows. I think that's what the Chiefs wanted to do in the second half. They did it, and got another Super Bowl.